Now, as Lynn goes to take his seat, next we're going to welcome Mindy Moffat, storyteller and environmental activist. Mindy, it's all yours.
Well, tonight I'm going to ask for some help telling a story about how Coyote arranged the night sky. Let me see here. Can we see it? Is it dark enough? And if I have my glasses on, can I see? Oops, sorry. This story is from the Columbia River area in Oregon, from the Wasco and Wisham tribes up there. And it has two of the major myths of Pacific Northwest sky stories. One is about the sky people traveling up to the sky, and another is about how the stars became stars, how they were arranged. And I was a sixth grade teacher for a few decades, and one of the ways I used to like to teach history was using stories and having my students pantomime them, acting them out without knowing the story at all. It really made them good listeners, and it made them really good watchers, those who were not part of the acting. So what I would like is I need 10 people that would come up here and help me tell the story. One will be a coyote. There you go. I hear a howl. Who are you? Where are you? Okay, come on up. And this is Lee. Yeah. And now I need 5 brothers, 5 wolf brothers, and 1 dog. If you're howling, come on up. We need howlers. Oh, we need some more. Oh, good. We got a second one. Okay. How about you be the eldest brother?
Okay.
Brother number 1, the eldest. And you be the elder brother's dog? Or were you? Yeah, because dogs get to howl too. Good. Oh, let's see here. Janine, you can be the youngest brother, number 5. And Kay, Mar, how about you being, let's see, I've got elder, you be brother number 2. Dan, you can be brother number 3. And I still need a meadow lark. And I need brother number 4. And, okay, we got someone else. Oh, goody. Okay, so we've got brother 1, dog, 5, 4, 2, 3, and 4. Okay, brother number 4 and brother number 5 are the younger. Eldest brother. This is Bobby Layden. This is Adam Armstrong. Thank you. Janine Tamanaga, Mar Preston, Dan Wilson, and Robin Holmes. And Lee Donovan. And now I need a meadowlark and 2 grizzly bears. Okay, meadowlark, come on up, meadowlark. Okay. Oh, yeah, the meadowlark gets to sing. All right. Oh, wow. All right, the meadowlark and a grizzly bear, and I need 1 more grizzly bear.
You can get your MC over there to do it? Come on, Joe.
Of course I will.
Come on. Okay. Now I'm going to set them up a little bit here. So I want 2 grizzly bears over here. And this is kind of the sky, but we're going to use all of it as the sky. And a coyote and our, let's see here, meadowlark. You can be over here for now. And then grizzly bears. Okay, wolves, come around here, please. Dog, you are always with the eldest brother. Okay? And now, long ago, Right there is fine. What? Oh, why not? Yes, yes. Yes. Linnea Soledad, everyone, and Virginia, I don't know your last name. Morris and Virginia Morris. All right, so here we are. How Coyote Arranged the Night Sky. A long time ago, when stories were being made, Coyote lived with 5 wolf brothers and a dog. Every day, the wolves would go out hunting for deer and elk. And every night they brought back meat to share with Coyote. And while they were eating, the wolf brothers gathered together themselves and they talked softly with one another. They kept talking about strange things they had seen in the sky as they were hunting. And Coyote couldn't hear them at all. And he was finally getting curiouser and curiouser. So one night, he went up to the eldest brother, brother number 1, and said, I just really can't stand not knowing what you guys are talking about. Would you please tell me what you're talking about? What are the strange things you're talking about? And the eldest brother said, no way, not saying anything. And Coyote slunk away. And then on the second night, Coyote went up to the second oldest brother, number 2. And Coyote said, please, I'm dying to know. You got to tell me what you guys are talking about. What is it that you won't let me in on? And the second brother said, no way, Jose. On the third night, Coyote went up to the third brother. Please, please, please tell me. You got to tell me. What are you guys talking about? What are the strange things you're saying? Third brother just looked at him and turned around and walked away. On the fourth night, Coyote went up to the fourth brother. And Coyote begged and said, please tell me. I'm dying to know what you guys are talking about all the time. Let me in on it. Fourth brother said no. But the fourth brother went back to the other 4 brothers. And he said, you know what? Maybe we ought to tell him. Well, what do you guys think? And they're kind of wondering, I don't know. But youngest brother said, you know what? Why don't we tell them? They're up in the sky. They can't harm us. And the second youngest brother, fourth brother, joined in and agreed. And he said, yeah, they're up there. They can't harm us. Whatever it is we see, that's okay. And the 2 younger brothers convinced the other 3 brothers that they ought to tell. And so oldest brother said, all right, in the morning we'll tell Coyote. However, for right now, let's howl. Coyote howls. Dogs howl. Aren't they good? Okay. And then they went to sleep. In the morning, they got up, and the eldest brother went to Coyote with the other brothers around him and said, here's what's going on. We have seen 2 very, very strange fierce something or others up in the sky, and we don't know what they are. And the coyote said, well, why can't you go up there and see what they are? And eldest brother said, oh, we can't. We can't get up into the sky. And the youngest brother said, come on, Coyote, that's in the sky. We can't go up there. But Coyote, being Coyote, as Alan already told us, said, not a problem. I'll show you how. So he instructed the 5 wolf brothers and the dog to go around and search out arrows and to bring him all the arrows they could find. And when they each handed him an arrow, he would shoot it into the sky, and the arrow would stay there. And he'd shoot the second arrow in the sky, and the second arrow would stay there. And he shot a third and a fourth, and they kept bringing him arrows that they would find. And Coyote kept shooting them into the sky. And they would stay there. And finally, there was a trail of arrows stuck together from the sky down to the ground. So Coyote brought the wolf brothers over, and they all started, oh, I forgot. They got to howl again and go to sleep for the night. Go ahead.
Okay, brothers, go to
Okay.
sleep.
Now, in the morning, they got up and Coyote took them over, and they all started to climb up the trail of arrows up into the sky. They climbed for day and night and day and more days. They climbed the trail of arrows until finally they got over here. And they reached the sky. And they looked over there. And they saw 2 powerful, fierce, ferocious grizzly bears growl. Now, the one who was the most afraid was Coyote. The elder brother wasn't too happy either. Like, what did we come here for? But the youngest brother, number 5, stood up and he just kind of looked at the bears and he said, I'm going to go over there, but just not too close. He said, I don't think they're going to hurt me. Coyote, and then Coyote said, oh, you better be careful, please, don't go over there. But then, second younger brother said, yeah, they're not going to hurt us a bit. You guys, don't be scaredy cats, come on. So the 2 younger brothers stood, and the bears just looked at them. And Coyote said, don't get any closer. They're going to tear you to pieces and eat you. But the 2 younger brothers were not afraid of the bears. They went over and stood looking at each of the bears, one of them across from the other, because they were not afraid. And they just stood there, the bears looking at the wolves, and the wolves looking at the bears. Eventually, because nothing was happening, the next 2 brothers 2 and 3, went over and stood not as close, but almost to their younger brother. Brother number 3, you're about over here. Younger brother, you're across from Bear, the blonde bear. There we go. Okay. Now Coyote is watching this, and finally, because the wolves were not being harmed by the bears just stood there looking at the wolves, the 2 younger wolf brothers who were staring back at them. And the other 2 brothers were standing there, so finally eldest brother decides he might as well join them, and he and his dog went over between brother 2 and 3. Now Coyote was really impressed with how good that looked. And he made sure that they were just the way he wanted them to be. And he thought, I want to keep this. So he climbed back down the arrow trail, and he broke off each arrow so that the wolf brothers would not be able to get down again. He was just too impressed with his work. And once he was back down on earth, on the ground, he just kept admiring how beautiful they looked up in the sky. But being Coyote, he had a little bit of an ego, and he said, nobody's going to know that I did that. No, I want everyone to know that I made that beautiful picture up there, and nobody's going to know. How am I going to let people know? So he called on Meadowlark. And Meadowlark said, how can I help you, Coyote? Coyote said, I want people to know what I did for all the time to come. Would you please tell the story of how I put that in the sky? And that is why Meadowlark to this day sings a song at night telling the story of how Coyote arranged those stars.
Anyone know the Meadowlark call?
Yeah, we got him.
It's a tough one.
So anytime you hear a meadowlark at night, it is telling you the story of how Coyote arranged the sky. However, as Coyote and Meadowlark were looking at the sky, after a while they started thinking that there are too many stars in the sky. And they're growing. We're getting more. We don't want them to be more. And Meadowlark said, if we get too many of them, they'll fall from the sky and they'll freeze everything. And they wondered, what are we going to do? So Coyote said, I'll fix it. And once again, he got arrows and he shot them into the sky, one after the other, each one sticking in the shaft of the one before it. And he crawled up to the sky and he arranged all of the stars up there into one big, long, big white trail across the sky, telling them to behave and not to grow anymore. And that's what we know of as the Milky Way. Now, Coyote also told the other star people to stay up there and be good. And then he climbed back down, broke his arrows, and he looked up at the beautiful creation he had with the wolf brothers. And that is the constellation that we know today as the Big Dipper. The two bears are the two stars that point to the North Star. The two younger brothers who were not afraid are the other part of what we call the pan. And the three older brothers are the handle, with the eldest brother and his dog in the center. And the meadowlark continues to sing. And that is how Coyote arranged the night sky. Now I would like all of our canines to lead you guys. Everybody howl. We've got a wonderful sky up here tonight. Look for the Big Dipper. It should be right about over there tonight. And think about Coyote, the Wolf brothers, and the two bears, and the meadowlark. He keeps reminding us of the song. Everybody, on the count of 3, let's hear some howling. Everybody. 1, 2, 3. Yes, wonderful. Wonderful. Thank you all very much. Thank you. Wonderful cast. Thank you.